Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Looking at Facebook on the daily time frame, indecision doji, we're not at the top of an uptrend or bottom of a downtrend, so there's not a lot of info. What we can get from this candlestick is the back test and hold of the 10-day and middle Bollinger Band supports for the second day in a row. 128.77 and 128.78 are those levels. And we're looking at these higher lows that are continuing to form on the daily time frame. That being said, it's an inside candlestick, which is inside the range of the previous day, so we can use the range of today, tomorrow. If we see a break of 129.66, it's a bull break. And if we see a break of 128.46, it is a bearish break, and we would be looking down at 127.45 as the next key support if we break below the low of yesterday, 128.23. So the weekly time frame is still bullish. Potentially a bearish reversal spinning top is forming, but again, no real signals that the bears or the bulls have anything to worry about. On the verge of a bearish MACD cross, we have clear resistance on those daily time frames, that incrementally lower high pattern, 130.73, 70, 64. Those need to break for the bulls to see all-time highs tested, but if we see a bearish MACD cross, that's not going to happen. We are set up for the bulls with earnings coming, and don't know off the top of my head when the Facebook earnings are. I know earnings season is big the next 2 weeks, so I assume it's within the next 2 weeks. But we've seen the bulls set up before heading into earnings, and it's led to big blue sky breakouts. So we're going to be in a similar scenario where all we really need is a 1.5% move, and we're going to be at blue skies. So Facebook bulls are set up. Let's now look at the 5-minute time frame for some trading opportunities today. Bulls came out swinging the first thing. Nice bull move. Very clear rejection from the 200 period 5-minute resistance, leading to a pullback and a new low of the day before another bounce attempt, and the bulls showed up at 11:10 a.m. So this is an example where there were some nice trades first thing, but you don't need to trade in the first 15 minutes, first 20 minutes with all that volatility. You can wait for things to settle down and get some nice clear signals. And an example of this would be that 200 period resistance, and then midday, look at what time we got here. Afternoon, between 12 and 1, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rejections in a row from the same resistance that rejected the high of the day first thing. So that tells you, okay, we have a very clear resistance level, and if that becomes support, I'm going to go bullish. Well, let's say you went bullish on the candlestick that turned that level into support at 1:25 p.m. Let's say you got the worst entry price on that candlestick at 129.18. You then see an hour of upside up to 129.66, which is a 19-cent, well, let's see, that's a 47-cent move, and it may seem insignificant, and if you're holding common shares, it is fairly insignificant. You would need to be trading big money to make that worthwhile, but with options, especially weekly options, that 60 or that 46 cents has a significant increase in percentage of the options you are playing if they're expiring this week. And then from there, we saw a dump at the end of the day. So that's the indecision. We had dump, big bull move, and then a dump. And that's leaving us with the doji on the daily time frame. Let's check the hourly real quick before we wrap up. In the hourly chart, not a whole lot going on. We do have all key moving averages as support, 128.65, 128.96. But in terms of where we are headed, not seeing a whole lot clear on the hourly. So I would be using the daily time frame and that inside candlestick pattern tomorrow to be looking at which direction to play. I appreciate you watching, and we will check back in tomorrow and see how that candlestick breaks. See you then.